Welcome to episode 29 of Super Bowl 60 Preview by Review as we take a look at the past of the Seahawks and Patriots leading up to Super Bowl 60, which is just 2 days away. U.S. Bank Stadium was the site of the Patriots' 10th Super Bowl, played on February 4th, 2018. Doug Peterson led the 15-3 Philadelphia Eagles up against Bill Belichick and the 15-3 New England Patriots. Let's take a look at the scoring by quarter. In an unusual event in Patriot Super Bowls, there was scoring in the first quarter. With 7:55 to go, Jake Elliott hit a 25-yard field goal and the Eagles took a 3-0 lead. And then Steven Gostkowski canceled it out with a 26-yard field goal and the game was tied at 3. Alshon Jeffrey caught a 34-yard pass from Nick Foles. Jake Elliott's extra point was missed and the Eagles took a 9-3 lead after 1. In the second quarter, LeGarrette Blount ran it in from 21 yards out, smoking the Eagles. The two-point conversion pass failed. Blunt's now an Eagle. He was smoking his former team, the Patriots, and the Eagles led 15-3. Then Steven Gostkowski hit a 45-yard field goal to cut the Eagles' lead to 15-6. James White ran it in from 26-yard out. Steven Gostkowski's extra point was missed. Nobody can convert in this Super Bowl, cutting the Eagles' lead to 15-12. With 34 seconds to go before half, the Philly special, as Nick Foles caught a 1-yard pass from tight end Trey Burton. Jake Elliott's extra point gave the Eagles a 22-12 lead at the half. In the third quarter, Rob Gronkowski caught a 5-yard pass from Tom Brady, and the future WWE 24/7 champion scored. Steven Gostkowski hit the extra point to cut the Eagles' lead to 22-19. Then Corey Clement caught a 22-yard pass from Nick Foles. Jake Elliott's extra point gave the Eagles a 29-19 lead. Chris Hogan, brother, caught a 26-yard pass from Tom Brady. Steven Gostkowski hit the extra point, cutting the Eagles' lead to 29-26. In the fourth quarter, Jake Elliott hit a 42-yard field goal, and the Eagles went up 32-26. Rob Gronkowski once again caught a 4-yard pass from Tom Brady. Steven Gostkowski hit the extra point, and the Patriots led for the first time in Super Bowl 52, 33-32. Then Zach Ertz caught an 11-yard pass from Nick Foles. The two-point conversion pass was missed, and the Eagles took a 38-33 lead. And then Jake from State Farm, Jake Elliott hit a 46-yard field goal to give the Eagles the final 41-35 victory, the highest scoring Super Bowl for both teams combined in history, and the Eagles win. The game was played in a dome on sports turf. The Patriots won the toss. 67,612 fans attended. The Patriots are favored by 4.5, and they did not cover. And seasonal backup quarterback Nick Foles was named Super Bowl MVP. Both teams turned it over once. Statistically speaking, for the Eagles, Nick Foles threw for 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Trey Burton on the Philly special threw for 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Pretty good percentage. LeGarrette Blount, against his former team, ran for 90 yards on 14 carries and a touchdown. And Corey Clement had 100 yards receiving and 4 catches, 1 touchdown. For the Patriots, Tom Brady threw for 505 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked once, and he lost a fumble. Danny Amendola was 0 for 1 passing as he had attempted to hit Tom Brady, but overthrew him. James White ran for 45 yards and a touchdown on 7 carries. You had 3 different 100-yard receivers for the Patriots. Danny Amendola had 152 yards on 8 catches. Chris Hogan flexed his way to 128 yards on 6 catches and a touchdown. And Rob Gronkowski, the caveman, had 116 yards on 9 catches and 2 touchdowns. On defense for the Eagles, Brandon Graham had a sack and forced a fumble. Derek Barnett recovered a fumble for a loss of 3 yards. For the Patriots, Duron Harmon had an interception for 8 yards. There were no sacks for the Patriots, no fumbles forced or recovered. Returning kicks and punts for the Eagles, Kenyon Barner had 73 yards on 3 kick returns. The Eagles did not have any punt returns. For the Patriots, Dion Lewis had 45 yards on 3 kick returns. The Patriots did not have any punt returns. And the Eagles win 41-33, evening the Patriots' Super Bowl record at 5 wins, 5 losses. Let's take a look at the uniforms. It was Super Bowl 52, so the AFC was the even numbered team, and they wore their white uniforms, as they will do in just 2 days at Super Bowl 60. The Eagles therefore wore the green jerseys. NBC covered the game with Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. Here's a guy calling the game. Michelle Tafoya was on the sideline. This Super Bowl had the most total combined yards in a game in NFL history, regular or postseason, with 1,151 yards. Most passing yards by a quarterback in postseason history, ever. Tom Brady, 505 yards. Most combined passing yards in Super Bowl history, 878 yards. And the first quarterback to catch a touchdown pass in Super Bowl history, Nick Foles. John Elway was the first quarterback to catch a pass in Super Bowl history. Nick Foles was also named MVP. He was the quarterback of the Eagles. Scoregami for 41-33, the highest scoring Super Bowl ever. It has happened 5 times. The Eagles did it first, but not against the Patriots. They did it against the Redskins in 1954, and most recently the 49ers and Lions in 2021. That is the Patriots' 10th appearance in a Super Bowl. Stay tuned for more episodes and more to come in Super Bowl 60 preview by review.